Hey, you guys, thanks for stopping by Miss Gossip TV. I wanted to discuss Fallon and her husband Simon. If you didn't know, they are divorcing. They're going their separate ways. I guess he found some stuff out. I don't know if he had hired a detective or what, but he found some stuff out. It's probably because his own guilt and whatever the heck he's doing with a man of his power and stature, So if he's cheating, she's probably cheating. You know how that goes. And he found some stuff out and he wasn't happy. They're never happy. But when they cheat, oh, I made a mistake, babe. Anyway, I have a video of Simon discussing the breakup of what happened and his thoughts, and I also have pictures of Fallon after their separation, and she looks like she's not losing any sleep, honey. She looks like she's free. She looks happy, and maybe this is the best thing for the both of them. I mean, she is very beautiful. I think he's a handsome man. He's all right. And I guess they couldn't make it work. So listen to these videos. And at the end, Simon also have another.
How was infidelity exposed? Just understand that I'm very good at what I do when I need to find something out. I'm no longer responsible for her financially. No, Fallon's not broke. I promise you. She's a good catch. She got plenty of money. How long were you guys broken up? We were broken up since late January. I've been in this state of mind of pain for over a year. Or it happens. Now every so often people catch themselves. They're not totally at the bottom out on the street before they realize that, you know what, I have to change my ways. But sometimes some people have to hit rock bottom in order for there to be a change. How long were you guys broken up? We were broken up since late January. I've been in this state of mind of pain for over a year. Guys, that in order for you to have a healthy relationship, you have to be emotionally on the same level. You have to vibrate on the same level, spiritually and all of that. When one person is up here and the other person is doing this, is vibrating down, you could either go down with them or you continue to resist and vibrate up, and eventually something's going to give and say, okay, I want to continue to vibrate up because when I do these things, good things happen to me. But when I go do these things over here, whether it's to cheat or whether it's to do drugs or smoke, do any kind of thing that is harmful to your spirit and harmful to your body, there are consequences for it. This consequence is just a matter of time. Why is this so public? Well, when you're in a public eye or you do something that the public wants to know, then you're public. You're already public. If you don't speak your truth, somebody's gonna make one up for you. I am strong. Again, guys, I believe in good therapy. Pay for one. request live around a specific topic. Yeah, Auntie Jen. Panda took his advice. Religion and spirituality, they all kind of weave together. They all kind of in the same realm of conversation. So, did you lock the door? Okay. Hey. Yeah, plenty of questions. Okay. Fire off. Hopefully, some of it is around the topic. I'll have, hopefully, other opportunities to go over other topics in the future. But, we'll figure we'll start from somewhere. Excuse me. Hi. So who wants to throw out their first question with respect to the above topic? I am not an expert, for starters. I'm not an expert on mental health, if anything at all. I'm here to share how I manage mine in my daily life, my business, and my family. But let's see, how do you know that God has anointed you to do a specific business? I don't know if it's anointed is the word I'll call it, but blessed to, well, first of all, let's kind of separate the two, blessings versus wealth. It's a blessing to have resources, but as you all know, not everybody necessarily dedicates any particular amount of their resources to giving back, if you will. So, but I do give a significant amount of my resources and my time to giving back, because you get to a certain point in your life, you start, you're settled in what you do. It comes second nature to you. Then the next question is what's your purpose? What are you going to do with the rest of your life? I cannot possibly travel indefinitely. I cannot possibly party indefinitely. So you have to say, well, you already have certain purposes set. You have your family, you have your business, you have, relationships that you cherish. The next question is what you're going to do with the rest of your time. And so that's where I say that blessing comes into play, that you now have to give back. And this here is my sort of way of giving back as well. Having this short live conversation with y'all, and afford me the opportunity to share some of my thoughts, specifically around mental health, religion, and spirituality, if you will. Another question: how do you deal with depression when you are sad about a situation? I don't think I get depressed. I don't really get depressed because, for starters, I know a few tricks. I make sure I'm up on my vitamins. I make sure I get enough sunlight. I do not stay asleep when I have issues. I tackle them straight head on. I don't wish them away by burying my head in the sand and going to sleep. I believe there's a response and there's a solution out there for every problem you can possibly come across. So now you just have to sit down and focus on how you resolve them. And I do a lot. I do a lot of problem solving on my own. I figure that I get the most expedient solution by being totally engaged in my own resolve. Another question. Are you worried about reality TV affecting your mental health, family? I know the shows can get messy. Absolutely right. I don't know of any one person who jumps into a reality show. I'm not necessarily a part of the reality show. I'm the husband to.
We gotta see it before.
Sorry about that. I'm the husband to a friend of the show, and I understand. I've experienced some level of intrusiveness into my personal life, and so this is not necessarily the first. It's just on a much bigger scale. I think if you staying true to who I am and what I'm about speaks volume. And nobody's going to write my own narrative. I've done a pretty good job of doing so for over 50 years. I don't, I have a solid foundation, and I've spent a good part of my life fortifying my foundation, and so it's going to take an act of God for anybody to knock me off. Good night. To knock me off, not a mere reality show can do that. Messiness, it's a given. I'm not going to respond to them except when there's a teachable moment. Other than that, I just like water under the bridge. How do you discuss your issues with others and hope they understand? I don't know, that's sort of a very vague question. If you can clarify, that would be great. I don't discuss my issues. If I have issues, I have a wife that I discuss with, and we come up with, we knock around, what possible solutions are available, and go from there. I have no secrets with my wife, and hopefully she doesn't with me either. But we would kind of tackle things as a family. There'll be no question. There's be no reason for me to share my issue with others and hope they understand. Excuse my language. I can give two fucks about helping people understand me. I don't have any issues, to be honest with you, that I share with the world. I have issues. I resolve them either by myself or as a family unit. When are you looking to retire? Retirement is a narrative, and I can explain. The best way for me to explain it is this: as long as I'm of sound body and mind, there's no reason for me to retire. And what am I going to retire from? From my businesses? I can do this shit to the day I die. And I have also already have contingency plans for what happens after I die, and what the continuation would look like. So in my world, and I'm thankful to say, there's no such thing as retirement, as long as I'm of sound mind and body. Thanks for all the wisdom. You're quite welcome. Thank you for the response. You are wise. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What's up, wife? You're very welcome. hopefully we can get some more questions around mental health, religion, and spirituality. I might speak a little bit more on spirituality, more so than religion. Religion is just, in my opinion, as I've discussed over time with my wife, religion is just another vehicle to realize the best out of your spirituality, if you will. Whether you're Buddhist, whether you're an atheist, but if you're putting good energy into the world, I think you're achieving much of what is expected of you from a spiritual standpoint. Very true. You've done a great job, and I thank you for you. Thank you. Yes, non-secret. I love your wife. She's so beautiful. Thank you very much. Are you worried that your wife is on reality show? She seems to be genuine and super nice, and I don't know if reality. What do you think? Again, I think much like what I described about myself earlier, this is not our first rodeo. My wife has been, over the last year, has been engaging with her followers in a very intimate way, and she's allowed herself to be vulnerable in that space, and she's gotten very good feedback from that, in the sense that her story has helped other people who might have been very reluctant to seek help or have exchanges about how they can resolve their own life issues or life trauma. So it's kind of empowered her to be authentic. Being fake is a burden, and she understands that being herself, she's going to get more mileage from being herself. I have 3 sons. I have 3 young sons. What are the core top values that you teach your sons? Our sons are, first of all, are individuals. We teach them some very basic things of be honest. Doesn't matter how bad it is, we can get through it. I believe we have a sense of reward for honesty. And I think for the most part, most of our kids are honest. And when one seems to have amnesia, one of the brothers is quick to call them out. So I think, it's just the very basic things. Recognizing your kids are not going to be like the next kid or even like one of their siblings. It's really understanding what the God-given gift is, and then leading with that. What's really very interesting about this evening in my life is that my kids, I think, could you turn that off? I'm on my life. I'll take it to your room. I'm on my life. Can you take it to your room? For some reason, there's a whole lot of doors slamming and dogs screaming. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. That's amazing. You heard it's no retirement. I love this. I'm stealing this phrase, retirement is a narrative. Yes, it is. It's a narrative. If you have sound mind and body, there's no reason to retire. As a matter of fact, the day you retire, you might begin to count the days that you're going to die. Because what else are you going to live for? Are you not worried about your wife being on that messy show? She is super genuine and nice, and that show can be so demanding. What do you think? Well, I kind of talked about it already. She's just going to be herself on the show. Take it or leave it. I would say from what we've seen thus far, people appreciate her authenticity. There is an audience for authentic people. Not the entire world, and especially black people, are not all messy people. There's a very small segment of society that are messy, and she's chosen, and not to feed into that messiness. So, and she doesn't need a show to demonstrate relevance. She's relevant in her own home. She's loved by her own kids, her own dogs, and her family. That's all she needs. Age difference between you and your wife. We have a 25-year age difference, and 25 years older than my wife. Do you believe in prayer and or manifestation? I believe in both. I pray every day. I read my Bible every day. There are words that come to me every day from reading that I can apply to my day. Will you accept if your children choose to follow another religion than yours? I don't specifically have a religion. I'm a Christian, non-denominational. I was not always that. I was born and raised in a Catholic home, but over the years, I've sought other ways to achieve some level of spirituality, and I do support a particular non-denominational institution. Yes, and yes, definitely my kids can be whatever they want to be. That's fine with me. Are you concerned the show could affect your relationship? I hope not. We've spent the better part of 4 years trying to understand each other, and that's not going to be the end. We have a solid base at home. We've created a structure that works for us, that puts at bay negative forces, if you will. So no, I'm not concerned. Did you attend college? I admire your success. You make us Africans proud. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I did attend college. I attended University of the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. I majored in accounting. I received a BBA, a Bachelor of Business Administration from that institution. What's the single most important mental health tool? Therapy, prayer, exercise, all of the above. I've done therapy. I pray every day. I exercise, every other day. If I'm not fitness training, I play golf, and sometimes I play tennis. I do not meditate per se, but I think I have healthy, outlets. I'm a social drinker. I'm, relatively sociable. My wife and I, we socialize quite a bit. We travel quite a bit. And we take stock of, what our history is and what has, and found tools to help us stay grounded. My brother, why do you feel the need to address negativity? The only negativity that I like I said, that I address is when it presents a teachable moment, meaning that the question or the negativity is such that I can turn it around and show that there's another side, or there's another way of thinking. There's a better way of thinking. It's not all negativity I respond to. I only respond to the ones I deem to be teachable moments. Do you have any New Year's resolution? I have absolutely no New Year resolution, and I'm living my life the exact way I want to. Can it be better? Absolutely yes. I would like to continue to focus on healthy habits. Working out, eating right, and having good people around me. Do you have a mentor? If so, who? No, I do not have a mentor, and I don't believe I've ever had an individual that I would say is my mentor. I would say I select different people in society. I take a little from this individual and that individual and incorporate it into my life. And I don't get one source of mentorship from one individual. I don't have one source of mentorship. I have various sources of mentorship. I love that an African man in your age group goes to therapy. My dad doesn't, and I wish he did. I'm in therapy to deal with things that happened when I was young. Absolutely, and congratulations for recognizing that it's okay to seek help, to understand that there's certain things in your life you don't have answers for, and there's certain things that may have happened in your life that has shaped your future, and will continue, if not addressed, would not only continue to hurt you, but will also hurt those around you. And so it kind of perpetrated, becomes a huge cycle of behavior. Good responses. You seem very calm. How do you prevent feeling overwhelmed? I rarely feel overwhelmed. I basically have various outlets, from simply going to sleep and sleeping for as long as I feel rested enough to get up. I rarely feel overwhelmed. And obviously, I come from a large family, and I also have a large family of 8 myself, and employees and extended family. So, it's par for the course. It really does not affect me.